Hello and welcome to another episode of Tan Pants.
We all made it back, and you did too because you're listening, so don't stop listening.
Congratulations for surviving another week. I mean, congratulations. I mean, there might be some people who didn't.
Tell us about it. How was your week?
With my week?
No, the listeners.
Oh yeah, listener, how was your week? You can talk about it right now, but we're not going to listen.
Yeah, I will listen. I had something kind of interesting.
How kind
It's
of?
the craziest world records by state.
By state.
Here
You're not
you
going to list 50 things, are you?
There are a bunch. I don't have to list them all, but I can kind of just go down the list.
Pick like-
we can laugh about them.
Pick like 9.
No, pick like 4.
What?
What? You want to pick?
We can
4?
laugh about a couple things real fast.
Pick one.
Oh yeah, I'll just read the headline. If we're like, oh, and we laugh, I'll just read into it a little bit more.
Okay.
So it's just little headlines.
In fact, pick none.
In fact, you're done.
Let's start with
Podcast over.
So you're just doing my segment, but before my segment?
Segment.
what?
Like my segment.
What
No,
are we
Josh's
talking about
segment
the
is
same thing?
news. He's actually reading about things.
Okay.
You do news.
Yeah, Josh, come on. Come on, Josh.
Come on.
Let's start with Alabama.
What Alabama known for?
They have the biggest bubble ever blown, which is kind of boring.
How big was it?
Cool.
What
What was it made of? Is it like a soap
bubble?
bubble? A soap bubble or
Glue bubble?
a glue bubble?
This is a glue bubble.
20 inches. Just 20 inches.
That's it? 20 inches?
Come on, Alabama.
I
you
could
can do
beat that in my sleep. All you need is a big enough wand.
Oh, it was
That's it?
it was a mere 3 pieces of double bubble
Oh, it's actually
Oh, gum.
gum.
Oh, okay. That's gross.
That's cool.
20 inches.
Who chewed that?
Look, guys, I'm Tim Pool.
Oh man.
Hey, Tim
If
Pool.
we had like a camera, we'd take a picture. of,
Special
like-
guest Tim
looks just
Pool.
like
This
Tim
space
Pool.
is set up for cameras.
Yeah.
For those at home, I just found a beanie lying around. Put it on.
Nice. Alaska has the largest collection of 4-leaf clovers, which is
It does?
kind of just boring.
Like
Alaska.
the entire state does?
Yeah, like
I thought Alaska
Like
didn't
someone
have
went out
any
and
grass.
counted them all?
it says collection of 4-leaf clovers. So
Like 7 of them?
So, like,
no, it's 4-leaf clovers coming in at 111,000.
Whoa.
That's a lot of 4-leaf clovers.
That's a lucky state.
Arizona has this one guy that tattooed a lot of tattoos in 24 hours, like a lot.
Wow.
801 tattoos in 24 hours. That's a lot.
Are they good tattoos?
I have no idea. He could have just done like a line like that.
1, 2, 3.
Is he alive?
Arkansas has the greatest number of layers in a layer cake, which is,
More layers than that.
I don't care.
Probably 8.
California has the fastest 100 meters on a skateboard by a dog.
So someone put
So-
a dog on a skateboard and pushed him really hard.
And they did 100
Wow.
meters in 19 seconds.
That's mean.
That is kind of mean.
Come on, California. You're better than that.
So dumb.
no, they're not.
Come on.
Colorado has the largest gathering of people wearing false mustaches. I mean, think of something a little bit more creative. Colorado.
Yeah, be creative.
I found a article earlier was like somewhere this is the largest collection of people dressed as penguins.
See, that would be better.
Them fake mustaches?
Yeah. Fake
Oh, yeah.
mustaches? Come on, you got to go through like no effort. Yeah,
You gotta
construction
find,
paper taped
You
to
have
your
to make a
face.
fake mustache.
Construction paper taped to your face. There you go.
Okay.
Connecticut has the world's largest wedding cake. It was 15,000 pounds.
Does it exist anymore?
Has it been consumed?
Probably.
My guess would probably be so. It's like the wedding. This is the biggest. Wait, it is? Put it in a museum. You're not touching that.
Like, for our wedding, what do you... guys, for my wedding to my wife, let's not make it about the wedding to my wife. Let's make it about breaking the world record for largest wedding cake. How about that,
Right.
guys? Let's have that overshadow our entire wedding.
That's pretty crazy.
All right.
Delaware has the oldest woman to cross America by bicycle.
How old is she?
Delaware.
67.
I crossed America by bicycle.
And that's 3,163 miles.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Florida has the largest pitcher of sangria. Sangria.
We have the largest picture sangria. What the heck is that?
What?
Whoop-de-doo.
It consists of wine, chopped fruit, brandy, and some other added sweeteners.
It's got brandy in it.
Yeah, it's 9 feet tall.
Oh, you said
9 foot-
pitcher.
It's a pitcher.
I thought you said picture.
No, a pitcher.
Pitcher.
Largest pitcher.
It's a 9-foot tall pitcher containing wine, chopped fruit, and brandy.
Is it still there? Is it like...
No, they drank it all. It's gone.
Oh, wow.
Georgia has the longest golf cart.
Wait.
We got the longest
It measures
golf cart.
31 feet.
This golf cart will get you where it will.
Guess
Maybe
how many
not.
golf balls this holds?
Nice.
7.
Hawaii.
That's really big.
Hawaii has the largest wave surfed. Pff,
Oh, come
big
on.
deal.
Okay.
Easy.
Okay.
Idaho has the largest straw bale maize record. Now that's cool.
That's
I'd go to that.
Oh, yeah.
That's Idaho. They used 3,202 bales of straw and a 1.6 miles of maize.
That's a long maze. Is it like... I think that get kind of boring after a while.
Yeah, it's just the same.
A mile of maze.
Hey, more hay. I'm bored. I can't get out of this hay.
Listen, they make it more exciting. They put a serial killer in the maze.
That would be awesome.
Because the further you travel in, you get bored, and you're like, oh, but I got to walk back. But I'm too bored to walk back. So throw in a serial killer. It keeps things interesting.
Yeah, man.
Right. Yeah. Illinois has the largest popcorn ball.
What's a popcorn ball?
It's a ball of popcorn.
It's when, you know, the
Dude, it's
popcorn gets down...
You lick a piece of popcorn, you stick them together.
Basically,
you
except
keep-
rats do it under a couch.
That's
Okay.
right.
That's how popcorn balls form.
Okay.
The ball weighed a whooping 3,423 pounds.
That's a lot of rats.
Indiana has the largest calzone.
What's a calzone?
It's like a breaded hot pocket.
It's when rats get together and make a hot pocket.
All right.
Called a
There you go.
calzone.
Get you.
23 feet 7 inches.
That's a lot of
23
rats.
feet. It's a lot of cow.
Iowa has the longest beard, measuring at 17 feet 6 inches. Wow.
Don't beards stop growing after a while?
How is that possible?
Guys, LeBron James
17
can't
feet.
jump his beard.
Hey, LeBron James, block this.
He comes with his beard and slaps him.
And LeBron's like, no.
Kansas has the longest tail on a horse, like they did any effort.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, Johnny. See that horse over there? Anything particular about that horse that catches your eye? Got a freaking long tail. He's got a freaking long tail.
Yeah.
I bet that's a record.
Louisiana, largest macaroni and cheese dish.
We're going to make the largest macaroni. And
Now, that's just you just make a lot of macaroni. What I want to see, the largest singular macaroni noodle. That would be more impressive.
something tells me the largest macaroni dish is broken every year by somebody and they just don't know it.
Yeah, but was it broken? Was it broken with a cast iron kettle dish coming in at 1,902 pounds, and inside of that, a delicious 575 pounds of cooked macaroni?
Oh, you betcha.
Oh, you betcha, yeah.
It's a lot. What did they use to heat it?
I imagine fire.
A lot of it.
It's a lot of fire.
Yeah.
A lot of fire.
More like a nuclear explosion just underneath it.
286 pounds of mixed cheese, 56 pounds of butter, 26 pounds of flour, and 1,100 pounds of milk. And then don't forget 61 pounds of dry seasoning.
Dry. That one person who gets his bowl and he gets a weird patch of just dry seasoning. Like, this is a lot of
they
seasoning.
couldn't mix it all around. It's a lot.
And then Maine, they say, what are we going to do? Let's try to unhusk corn, see how many we can do in a minute. And it's 13.
13 corns.
Oh, boy.
Poor Maine.
I think we could probably beat that.
Listen,
What if we try it and it's actually a lot harder than we think? Like it takes like 3 hours to unhusk corn.
oh
Which
my
I
goodness,
know
guys,
isn't true.
I've unhusked
this corn is so husked.
I mean, I've done it before. It's not that hard. It's like peeling a banana, but a little bit more.
Wow.
A little bit tougher than a banana.
Have you seen the video of that guy unwrapping a coconut with his like teeth?
No.
He's like under 10 seconds, he has the coconut completely
You
open.
mean this was the voice actor for the Tasmanian Devil? Yeah. He just
You know, in the Looney Tunes Back in Action, you know who voices the Tasmanian Devil?
LeBron James.
Brendan Fraser.
Really?
Yeah,
Whoa.
he voiced Taz for the movie,
That's funny.
in addition to playing as like himself in the movie. So those are some interesting records.
Yeah, they're very interesting.
Hey, what about Oklahoma?
Oh, let me find Oklahoma.
Like watermelon or something.
Yeah.
Something watermelon.
Hampshire, New Jersey.
What's our state fruit? Watermelon. What's our state vegetable? Also watermelon.
Hey, it's kind of both.
This isn't.
Kind of is.
I mean, come on, Oklahoma. Largest parade of fire trucks.
Oh man.
How many?
at
To
least
give me the
nothing-
number,
At least nothing catches
Yes.
on fire.
is it 20?
No,
Is it 17?
Is it 12?
it's 220.
Oh,
That's actually pretty cool.
that's impressive, I guess. Think of all of the towns that were put in risk because their fire truck was in the stupid parade.
Jimmy, the house on fire. Call in fire department.
They're in the parade 2 miles away.
How many? All of them.
oh.
220.
This house fire is going down quick.
All right. And do Texas for the.
I know. I was about. I was
Yeah, Texas will have a good one, I bet.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they do. Longest distance traveled on a slip and slide.
Oh yeah.
Please be a mile. Please be a mile.
They traveled 2,541,060 feet in 1 hour.
You said
on a slip and slide.
hour?
What? An hour.
2 million? Clay, calculate that.
2,541,060.
Wait.
2
$2 million.
2,541,000.
2 million. Let's do that. That's good enough.
Okay.
That is 481 miles.
400 miles?
400 miles.
You said 400 miles?
Hang on. That cannot be right.
It's like
right?
I'm gonna go down the slip and
Listen.
slide. I'll see you in a week.
Listen, he did that in 4 hours. You know how fast he's going? No, that's not right. Max, it's not. You've read the number wrong.
Pretty extreme.
What better way to cool down from the Texas humidity than a slip and slide? That was the idea behind Trinity River Vision author's world record feat.
And then he died.
They traveled
At the speed of
2,541,060 feet in 1 hour on a slip and slide.
2 million?
Just how?
Are you sure it's not 200,000?
No, listen, one by one. 1,486 people trailed the inflatable.
What?
Oh, so this isn't like a long. This is going a loop, guys, forever. Yeah. So hang on. So this is a small slip and slide,
Yeah.
and they just keep going down it.
I guess it is.
I take it back, Texas.
I
You
got my
could
hopes
do
up.
so
Hang on.
much better.
Let me
You
look.
could.
I'm gonna look this up.
You could do so much better, Texas.
Come on.
I'm mad now. I'm angry. I've been lied to.
I was so
I
disappointed.
thought this man broke time
Yeah.
and went down a 1 billion mile slide.
1 billion.
It says a huge slip and slide. 60 minutes. That's how long they traveled. Oh wow, it is a big slip and slide. No, that looks like a lazy river. What the?
That's barely a slip.
It has like 4 lanes, 5 lanes on it.
That's kind of a slip and slide, I guess.
And you get in your inner tube and you just kind of go from one end
Yeah.
and you go to the other.
But it looks like you have to keep on kicking to keep going.
Yeah, maybe.
That doesn't look like it's on a slope.
Actually, when you think about it, how are you gonna keep the momentum up? Because I imagine there's like hills and
Well, it would have to be like a ski thing.
I guess.
It says 1,700 foot slip and slide.
Well, that was disappointing. You know what else is disappointing?
No, that's still fun, man. I would totally slip and slide.
I would, but
Yeah, who wouldn't?
I was led to
cooler
believe.
than fire trucks
Yeah, it is cooler than fire
and
trucks.
corn husks.
Do you know what's even cooler than all that?
What?
You're an archaeologist, right? You know what archaeologists do?
They
Drugs.
They do drugs all the time. But you know what else they do when they're not doing drugs?
they wear hats and whip people with whips.
Yeah, they do. You know, and then the 2% of the time that they're really known for.
Getting drunk.
Yeah, then the 1% beneath that.
They dig.
They dig.
That's right.
They dig.
Specifically with toothbrushes.
Toothbrushes. So these archaeologists didn't dig anything.
Okay.
They discovered this by mere chance. They were walking down the beach and like, look at that boulder over there. Looked like it fell down. Oh, it cracked in half. What's inside? Guy, there's some bones inside the boulder.
Dude, that's so cool.
Bones
It's
inside
so
boulders?
cool. You want to see?
Bones and Boulders.
You want to see it? I'm going to show it to you. Ready? This is what they found.
Band name called it Bones and Boulders.
I don't like it.
Boulder Bones. Those aren't bones.
What is that?
This is what they found. Do you know what it is?
What is it?
Can you possibly guess what this is?
I'm gonna guess it's a fish.
Can you look at it and say, I know exactly what that is?
I'm just seeing a rock wall.
Yeah, I just see a rock with like.
It's a plesiosaurus.
Listening audience, I'm sure for the video people, the
Yeah.
YouTube thumbnail, Josh will
Yeah.
have this up there. You
Yeah.
can look at it. But for all of you audio people, imagine you take like an abstract shape and you press it into the mud and then smear it. And then show that to an archaeologist and say, what is this? They'll look at that and say, I know exactly what that is. This is a car-sized millipede.
Car-sized
A
millipede.
car-sized
Is
millipede.
a millipede a bug with a million legs?
It's a freaking bug. A big freaking bug.
What car?
I don't know.
We're talking about like a.
They said it would have grown to weigh 110 pounds, the body spanning 9 feet.
Yeah, I did that math really fast in my head. Trust me, I'm a genius.
I want to know how on earth, from just looking at this little smear in the rock, that they can say, well, I think this was approximately 110 pounds and the body was 9 feet long. We're archaeologists. You got to listen to what we say.
Obviously, they probably took it to the lab, and the lab people told them that.
So the car-sized millipede was excavated in 2018. Research has only just concluded on it.
Okay.
So in 2021, the study revealed that the fossilized Anthropoluria specimen would have weighed 110 pounds and thus is the largest known invertebrate ever found.
What's Anthropolerius?
They study arthropods. Just bugs.
Okay.
Old bugs.
They like bugs.
We like bugs.
All right.
They like big bugs.
Now-
Now, they cannot lie.
As much as I love archaeology and as much as I love old dinosaur bones and things like that, looking at this thing that they found and then saying all the stuff about it, this is basically just a bug at one time pressed against this and maybe not even a bug.
You believe them?
I don't
You
believe
think
them.
It's a bug.
I don't believe them.
I think it's just a cool rock.
I mean, there's no way you can look at this and make any kind of judgments about what it was at all. Clay's looking at it real close.
Yeah.
What do you
Give
think
it
it
a
is,
good
Clay?
inspection. Archaeologist Clay.
I can say, without a shadow of a doubt, that is a thing.
That's it.
All right. I believe it.
The reason I brought this topic up is I kind of want to rant about archaeology because these people, they go dig up a dinosaur bone. They're not digging up a whole dinosaur bone. They find like a little scrap of something.
It's a bone. It's a bone.
Guys, this was a lizard. And then they get an artist to make what it could have been. So, I mean, they have found some complete fossils. I think we have like 3 T-Rexes.
Sweet.
3 complete T-Rexes,
Yeah.
and everything else is just little tiny scraps of T-Rex. And they think they're putting the T-Rex together correctly. It's a lot of guesswork. It's a lot of, I mean, they're making the best educated guess. Here's the artist rendition of what the millipede looked like. As you can see,
Whoa.
there's no way it's not accurate.
He just took a millipede from Google Images and then just said it was.
Made it bigger. So if you're ever on a walk and you see a weird thing smudged into the sand, call an archaeologist.
That's right. Make sure they're wearing shorts.
Yep.
And they're sober.
And they got to have the hat.
Let me tell you a bit about where they found it. The boulder in reference was a fragmented block of sandstone sitting idly on a beach. Davies said he and his colleagues were very lucky to find it because the area is not a place known for fossils. Furthermore, the fact that it had fallen from a cliff and cracked to reveal its contents left researchers in awe.
So wait, why was inside the boulder with a bunch of bones?
There were no bones.
Oh.
So fossilization, what this means is there was once an animal that
I know
fell
what a
in mud.
fossil is, yeah.
No, you don't.
I know what a
because you
fossil
asked if there were bones.
I know what a fossil is.
Let me explain to the listeners what a fossil is. So an animal falls into something, and
Like
it's
what?
covered quickly by something.
Like what? Nuclear eels?
Yep.
Yeah, eels. It falls into a bunch of freaking nuclear eels. and all the eels are eating sandwiches, and all the sandwich dust falls on top of the creature.
Sandwich dust.
And covers it at all.
And then boom, you got your freaking balagana.
And then after an amazing amount of time that exists, all of the bones magically change into rocks.
Wait, what?
All the calcium in the bones are removed and replaced over time with rock.
Yeah.
So a fossil is no longer a bone. It is now a rock.
That's pretty cool.
That rocks.
And what this fossil isn't even like if you find a dinosaur bone, it's a dinosaur fossil. It's just a rock that has made the shape of what the bone used to be, basically, is what they're saying. This thing is kind of a different kind of fossil. This fossil is I've taken your face and smudged it into the mud, and then I covered the mud with something. And later
Grew a new face.
later we find your face smudge in the mud. Oh, we can make a plaster mold of it, and it's Max's face, a fossil.
And they get an artist rendition and they
An
just
artist
Google
rendi-
your name.
So this is basically what this
It's not
is.
even you, it's some football guy.
It comes back as Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, because you totally look like Mark Wahlberg.
That's
Yeah.
right, I do.
Just Google Mark Wahlberg. You'll have a JPEG of Max.
That's right. Google him.
And the article goes on, and it claims that they know what the thing ate, and they know, all this other stuff that there's no way they know.
I don't even know who Mark. Who
They
is that
say
person?
it had about 32 segments, even though we're only looking at a little tiny part of it, and it had 64 legs. And we don't even see any
Wait, this
legs.
doesn't millipede mean like a million legs or something? Or 1,000 or something?
Yeah, but they don't actually.
Yeah.
So scientists found some things and
Is he-
made some
He's
guesses.
the guy with the burgers.
Oh, I've
Wahlberg.
seen him before.
What
Yeah,
movies? See, don't I look just like him?
You want to go to his restaurant?
What movie
I've
is
been-
he in?
I've been.
You've been to his restaurant?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not just making this up?
Not the one, but it's a chain.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
was it good?
Yeah, it's all right, I
It's
guess.
fine.
Just like another
It
burger
was
joint.
fine.
Mark Wahlberg, it was just fine.
It was
mean-
okay.
I know he listens to the podcast. He's one of our subscribers. He's Gil Stronculus.
Yeah, it is. I
Sorry, Mark. I had to name drop you like that. You're just really cool. Put your sandwich up, which is fine.
I don't know if I would choose his burger shop over Five Guys though.
Ooh.
I mean, Five Guys is like
Yeah.
the burger place.
It is.
I mean, you can't beat it.
I
Interesting.
mean, I've been to like some places where it's like not a, not like a mainstream food chain. Where it's like a mom and pop place where they served better burgers.
Isaac, wouldn't you agree?
Sure.
That's right. That's the right answer.
Who wants to have a budget that's more than 2 digits?
That's right.
Bum ba ba ba.
I've been working out my brain. I've stretched it a couple of times this week. So
That's not good.
I'm ready. I'm ready for the
You're ready for it?
I'm
We
ready
like put you on the
for
medieval
answer.
stretcher where they put your hands and legs and they crank it.
Yes, dear son.
Ew.
I'm ready for the answer.
Oh my goodness, these are going to be hard questions for you guys. Okay, Maxwell,
Yes.
if you planted a bandolera, what are you doing?
What?
Grand Theft Auto.
So your answer is, if you planted a bandolero, you are doing Grand Theft Auto.
You're
Yes.
stealing someone's car.
I'm sorry, Maxwell.
Planting.
If you planted a bandolera, you are bullfighting.
That was my next guess. Darn it.
I'm guessing that's like the stick that they stab the thing in.
What?
Because bullfighting, they stab the bull with an ugly stick.
Sure.
Really?
I guess it's called a bandolera.
I've never fought bulls before. Okay.
Joshua,
Yeah.
in which city was the first public opera house opened?
France.
I'm sorry, it's Venice.
Okay.
This leads. So, if Venice was the first public opera house, that means they were private opera houses. So you can privately go watch opera.
Do you dub this over with music and stuff? Later?
Sometimes.
Oh, so it's like you
Sounds-
should be more energetic, like a game show host.
I should be more energetic. I'm not energetic enough.
Yeah, because you
No,
sound
I-
like
I
a
think
sad
it's-
homeless guy on the side of Chuck E. Cheese.
I think it's fine. I don't like hearing music all the time. I think it's okay.
For my next Chuck E. Cheese question.
You need to be like, hi there, I'm Bob Barker. Don't forget to spay and neuter your pets.
That's right.
Clay, for your next spay and neuter pets question. What real person has been played most often in films?
He said real person.
Real person played most often in films.
Oh, I know the answer.
I'm thinking maybe like a founding father of sorts. George Washington.
Okay. Now, in the past, this document with its answers has been called into question. So I'm not sure how accurate this is, but it's telling me
Okay.
the real person from history who has been displayed most often in films is Napoleon Bonaparte.
Makes sense.
I have seen one movie with Napoleon in it.
Was it
Now,
Count of Monte Cristo?
Count of Monte Cristo.
I don't
What
even think
about-
he was in it. I thought they just talked about him. Right?
No, he was in it. He was that dude.
what
who
about
gave him the letter?
Night at the Museum 2?
He was in it. You're right. So and I saw him in two movies. I have seen George Washington
No.
in
They go
way more movies.
They go through
I was
these movies
thinking-
frame by frame, and the editors put
was
him in there for a split second.
So you're saying there's a secret group of editors who put Napoleon Dynamite
Yeah.
or Bonaparte
Yeah.
in every movie they edit.
yeah, just really small in the corner. The same JPEG.
I was thinking it'd be like Adolf Hitler.
Yeah, I've seen him more than Napoleon.
Yeah, like there's a lot of movies about.
Well, does it count like TV shows and like,
No, it just says in films.
because like in a lot of
Okay.
kid shows, when they time travel, they always see Napoleon.
Huh.
Always. Like, just like, hey, it's Napoleon.
On the next question, I feel a fire in my pants.
What?
Okay. Maxwell,
Hi.
what is a baby whale called?
Blubber. Baby blubber.
A blubber?
It's a whale.
Oh, that was funny. I was trying to think of something funny, but I have no idea. I'm gonna have to go with
Shamu.
A baby shamu. The correct answer is calf.
what? Cat.
Calf.
It's a calf, man.
It's a calf.
They're mammals.
Don't have a calf,
Did you
man.
get it? I think it's a conspiracy. They're actually called boils.
Whales. I'll save this one for Maxwell next.
But Max just went.
I'm seeing things like this will be funny. Ask Max.
Okay.
Why would you say that?
'Cause
Okay.
He says things like,
Joshua,
what?
Kleenex tissues were originally intended as what in 1915?
Baby wipes?
The answer is World War I gas mask filters.
No.
That's pretty cool.
You can breathe through a Kleenex and get through mustard gas.
no, you
Oh, yeah,
can't.
I heard that. I heard about that.
But that's like old Kleenex before it was Kleenex.
Yeah, that's like the old mustard gas. Now we have
Like,
new mustard
would
gas.
it still work today if you just take?
Well, like,
regular
it's
Kleenex?
not just Kleenex. It's, you also got like charcoal and stuff in there.
Okay.
There's charcoal in it?
No.
Clay, to which London club did Mycroft Holmes belong?
Is this fictional? It's fictional, right?
Mycroft Holmes is not a real person.
Okay, got you.
Mycroft Holmes is the brother of...
Sherlock Holmes.
Correct.
Right.
Hey, that was not.
I was just asking a question.
The Mickey
Joshua
Mouse.
gets 2 points.
Oh, come on.
Yes.
The Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
That is correct. Clay gets 7 points.
You.
Hey.
No, he belonged to the Diogenes Club. But for that,
So close.
I will give you 3 points.
Hey, there is a
No,
little
just,
bit of favoritism.
just 1
a
point.
little bit.
Just 1
points for
point.
being
Maxwell. Maxwell.
What? What?
Uh-oh.
What did William Addis invent in prison? Because we all know who William Addis is.
Oh, yeah.
William Addis. Do you mean
Yeah, that guy.
You mean that guy that invented the thing in prison?
Yeah, he invented that thing in prison.
Yeah,
What was the thing? What was it?
I think it was a pre-spread peanut butter.
It was the toothbrush.
You lying to me.
William Addis, according to this
You're
list,
lying to me.
invented the toothbrush in prison.
You're lying to
The
me.
father.
So
of all
this
dentists.
means...
What the heck did people do back then? What year was this?
I think they rubbed their faces on rocks.
What? You're saying the only civilized people we have is in prison, and they're doing the most of our inventing?
Excuse me, Warden. I would like some pig bristles and a stick.
Why don't you just rub your face in the ground like the rest of us?
No, I don't do that anymore. My name is...
Wait, why is he in prison?
My name is William Addis. Hang on, I'm going to look up this man. I'm going to look up William Addis.
Maybe he's in prison for.
What
doing
was he
something
in
really
prison
bad.
for?
Probably for rubbing his face on everybody's trees to clean his teeth.
William Addis, born 1734 and died 1808.
He had such a condition, his teeth were always dirty.
He was an English entrepreneur believed to have produced the first mass-produced toothbrush.
The first mass-produced, like he was the first one to like.
In 1770, Addis had been gallowed for causing a riot. While in prison and observing the use of a broom to sweep the floor, he decided the prevalent method to clean teeth at the time, a crust, shell, or soot with a cloth, was ineffective and could be improved. To that end, he saved small animal bone left over from the meal he had eaten the previous night, in which he drilled some small holes and obtained some bristles from one of the guards. He tied in tufts and then passed through the holes in the bone, which he finally sealed with glue, and all these things he found in prison. After his release, he started a business to manufacture the toothbrush he had built.
Wow.
After he was gallowed.
Okay,
Don't
so
forget he died, right? Gallows means you got hung, right?
No, this word, I'm going to look up this word, gallowed, just means jail.
Oh.
Gallowed.
all right. So imagine you see a broom and you're like, hey, I want one for my mouth.
I want a mouth broom.
You see what he's doing right there with that broom?
Yeah.
I want that for my teeth. Because my teeth are like the floors of prison. They're dirty.
Joshua,
Yeah.
on what is the Mona Lisa painted?
The Mona Lisa is painted on a canvas.
I'm sorry. The Mona Lisa is painted on wood.
Okay.
No way. Just
It's
a
actually-
piece of wood?
A piece of wood.
All right.
It's painted on another painting.
On a piece of wood.
Yeah.
I don't believe. I think you're lying to me again.
What?
You're lying.
You doubt the validity of this document?
Yes.
Okay, Clay, this is the final question. Who invented popcorn?
Oh man.
If it ain't for William Pops.
It was an old man named Pops, and it was his corn.
Yeah.
Pops corn.
I'm sorry. It was the American Indians.
Makes sense.
You asked us for someone.
It says
not a
who.
whole group.
The question is who invented popcorn? Answer. It's this entire group of people.
Okay.
Who invented popcorn? I don't know. Somebody, some group of people who wanted popcorn.
Oh, okay,
American
Max.
Indians.
Here's your last question, Maxwell.
All right, I'm ready.
For what purpose was the Chow Chow dog breed originally bred?
Wait, what's a Chow Chow dog breed? Is that a dog
There's
breed?
a
or
dog called a Chow Chow.
Oh.
Hang on. I got to remember what a
Let's
chow chow
look
looks
up-
like.
Look up a Chow Chow, but don't look up why it was bred.
No,
all
no,
right.
no,
all right.
I won't.
We'll just Google image tab.
I have a good answer, but I want to look at it first to make sure.
I
in the
know.
world?
Dude,
I don't
my
know.
phone is not working right. Joe.
It's like a Tiberian Mastiff, but way
that's what I-
smaller.
You mean Mastiff?
Mastiff, yeah.
Okay, Max, why was it bred?
I'm going to guess some guy had a dog with him and he washed windows a lot. And he was like, man, you know, it'd be easy with instead of carrying around this pail and this rag and I'm washing these windows with my dog.
I wish I had a live animal
I
that
wish
I
I had
could
a-
pick up as it wriggles and struggles and
it would carry
rub its body across the window.
And it would carry itself. Yeah, I'm going to guess
Yeah.
window washing.
Window washing? I'm sorry, Maxwell. The purpose for the Chow Chow dog, its original purpose, why it was bred, was
Yeah.
as food or as chow.
No.
This is what the document says.
So you can eat it.
The document says it was made for food.
Wait, why? But what in in the process of breeding a new breed? At what point do you eliminate the dog taste.
Hey, Farmer Brown. Hey, I know you're doing goats and stuff, but I got a new project I want to run by you.
It's like, but why do you need a new breed for that? It's
You know
gonna
my
taste
dog.
Like a dog.
You know my dog. The really small one, the yippy one
Yeah.
that no one likes.
Yeah.
I ate him last night. He was, he
no.
was delicious. But I have his offspring here. I want to breed more of them. I want to call them Chow Chows.
Because they're chow.
Because they're chow or food. What do you think, Farmer Brown? What do you think? Be honest. I can take it. I can take it. This is a crazy idea.
You don't have to be involved. I'll make sure your name is nowhere
name
on the
will never be
document.
mentioned.
Nowhere
Never.
on the riddle document.
But listen, will you invest in my Chow Chow dog company?
All right, I'm in.
Max, Joshua, here's the final question. Now, this is going to be probably this is the most amazing thing I've ever read in my life. Joshua, what is the original literal meaning of the word bride?
What is the literal
Original meaning
of the English word bride?
of the word bride.
Maybe I'm overthinking this, but is it just another word for wife?
No, Josh.
No, the word is ancient Teutonic.
What's a Teutonic?
It's a language. It means to cook.
Okay, yeah, that makes
Take
sense.
that.
Yeah.
So the word bride, like, what a beautiful bride. They're saying, what a beautiful cook. Look at that chef. Oh, that's a good looking chef right there.
What was the company that said
help wanted bride?
Yep.
what was the company that tweeted that women belong in the kitchen? That got a lot of flack for it online?
Company.
It was like McDonald's or something.
Was it McDonald's?
It wasn't McDonald's, it was like Wendy's or
It was probably Arby's.
I was like, it wasn't like
It was like a
they're
food.
they're trying to like get more women into cooking.
Yeah.
Like professional cooking. Like women belong
yeah.
in the cooking in the kitchen, just like that.
yeah.
The way,
But
yeah.
Twitter was just like
Twitter was like, how dare you say anything?
that's
And
right.
so
The internet chewed them up like a chow chow.
just like a chow
It's like
chow.
a chow chow. Well, then they
Thank you for playing. Who wants to have a budget with 2 digits? We learned today that bride means cook, a chow chow means dinner, and some creep in a prison made your toothbrush. Thank you for playing. Goodbye.
He wasn't a creep. He was just misunderstood.
He just started a riot, just a small riot. Just a couple people died. Just a few people died.
Really?
A few deaths.
Okay, so
They were mostly peaceful.
Mostly peaceful. It was a mostly peaceful riot where 7 people died.
Anyways, that game show sure was entertaining.
Wasn't that great? Don't I lead a great game show with my questionable quiz answers?
Yep.
I feel like I'm Grunkle Stan with his questionable book of trivia.
You
And
brought up the origin of toothbrushes. And
half of it's wrong. Half of it's totally made
right.
up.
hey kid, who made your toothbrush? It was me. Shut up.
Guess what? I did.
Clay, you were saying something.
Sure was entertaining. I saw some entertaining stuff.
You did?
I watched 2 movies.
At the same time?
Back to back.
No,
Really?
back to back.
Wow.
I watched The Suicide Squad.
Okay.
That's the 2021 movie,
Okay.
and I was like, "Wow, this is so good."
The Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch just Suicide Squad, the
Right.
2016 movie,
Okay.
because The Suicide Squad is the sequel. It's a standalone sequel.
Oh, so you can watch it without watching the original.
Yeah, and wow, the first one sucked.
Oh, ouch.
Oh.
Okay.
Is this the one with the
just-
giant starfishes?
Yeah,
I just picture Clay like in his PJs, like with a bowl of popcorn.
The Suicide Squad.
Yeah, like outside or something
You kidding? He wears a full business suit when he watches movies.
yeah.
on the toilet.
Actually, I'm just sitting on the counter in the bathroom. It was very different in how they handled it. So,
Right.
Suicide Squad 1, they had 8 different characters, plus
Okay.
Amanda Weller, the head of the organization. And here's what they did. The first 20 minutes, they spent having Amanda Weller talk to a person while she's at like a diner somewhere.
Wait, this is the first movie or the 2020?
Yeah, the first one.
Okay.
She was at the diner. She was telling him for 20 minutes.
Before you get into describing the difference between the movies, why don't you kind of just start with like the background of what this is.
What?
Like-
Suicide Squad?
The controversy of it.
I don't know what
Because
it is.
when the first movie came out, there was a lot of hype, and then it sucked.
Oh yeah.
But then a lot of people were like, this could have been really good. And so they tried again, and they made it good.
Oh yeah. Like the first one, it had a marketing budget of $150 million.
Wow.
They were trying very hard to make it work.
right.
Yeah. The new one, all I could find was they pretended to leak the trailer early.
Pretended like
How do
they
you
leak it on
pretend to leak
purpose.
something?
Like they had like, oh, posting this, I shouldn't do this. Ooh. Oh, that was an accident. Oh no.
Oh no. Yep.
And that was the extent of the marketing.
That was it. That's all they did?
Yeah. They really didn't have that much faith.
That probably happens a lot more often than we think. They just cover it up better.
Yeah, but they had like the same budget size though. And so the first one got 746 million in the box office, and everyone hated it. They left it being upset. Second one, it did a lot better. It didn't do it didn't.
It did better.
I mean, it was a better movie, but
There was a noticeable improvement in the quality of everything.
yeah, but it only made 167 million in the box office, like total.
Total. So, but it was released on HBO Max, though, right?
Yeah.
So it'd be kind of harder to tell how much it actually made.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, they probably have the numbers for HBO Max.
They probably. I mean, a lot of people signed up for HBO Max just to watch it.
I mean, like, they have like the data, don't they?
They do, but because it's a private thing,
Yeah, they don't show
they don't
it.
like sharing it. They like brag. Oh yeah, we did good this year, and then they don't give any specifics.
Yeah. So Suicide Squad, for those who don't know, it's a movie where they have the villains. They're trying to kind of reform them, turn them into a kind of a military group, so that they can fight. What would it be? Monsters, villains.
Anything powerful?
It's
Yeah.
basically like the Dirty Dozen.
Yeah, my understanding of it, it's the Dirty Dozen with the Batman villains.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Superman died. Like before this. This was like after the Justice League stuff.
Oh, okay.
Dead?
So Superman's dead from the Superman versus Batman movie.
That's right, the one that no one liked and no one watched.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Except for the people that watched it and didn't like it.
Yeah, those people really didn't like it.
And that's why they're doing this, because they're like, what if the next Superman shows up and he's not so nice? What if he's a jerk?
So they make the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
So what makes them a Suicide Squad? Like the Impossible Missions?
Oh yeah. Pretty much. Well, they were supposed to be called like X something
X-Force?
Force, something like that.
X-Force is X-Men though, right?
That's G-Force with without hamsters.
Now there's the movie I want to watch.
G-Force, but not hamsters.
They're hamster balls and doing hamster things.
Nicolas Cage is in that movie. He voiced one of the people.
Okay.
I think he was the mole. He talked like this the entire time. Nicolas Cage. You invite Nicolas Cage into your movie and ask him to talk like this.
It's kind of degrading.
A little bit. Poor Nicolas Cage.
Poor Nick.
All right. So the story on the first one, it doesn't seem like it would be that bad, but it was. With all the characters, they just had 8 characters in the main cast. That was harder to juggle.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
When you have a lot of characters, that's...
Yeah. And so here's the description of all the characters. Deadshot. He's an assassin, so he's a tough warrior guy.
Okay.
Doesn't talk to people. Captain Boomerang. He's got a boomerang that he can throw and it can cut through stuff.
Boomerang Man.
Boomerang?
Yeah. He
Okay.
robs banks.
With his boomerang.
He's self-absorbed, so he doesn't talk to anyone. You have El Diablo. He's a gangbanger that controls fire. He's basically the Human Torch. But his family's dead and he's sad and doesn't want to be there.
And doesn't talk to anyone.
Exactly. Killer
Okay.
Croc. He looked like a monster, so they treated him like one. He became one. So no one understands him, so he doesn't talk to anyone.
Okay.
They got their leader, Rick Flag. He's a military guy. He's like, why am I in charge of all these villains? I don't like them. I don't want to talk to them.
Mr. Military.
And then you got Katana. She's just like, I am a samurai. We don't talk. We're like stoic.
Okay.
So this is a movie where nobody talks to anybody.
And you got Slipknot. He didn't talk much. He did start talking to Captain Boomerang, and then immediately died. So the only one.
People die as soon as they start talking.
So Harley's the only one that talks, and she's crazy, so she says crazy stuff all the time.
So she basically doesn't talk.
She does, but she's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, your family's dead, isn't it?" Haha.
Oh.
Oh, that's so funny, Harley.
Nice person.
Nice.
So
nice.
there's just no good organic anything with this.
So that was all in the first movie.
Yeah, that was the first movie. They didn't talk, and then
Okay.
at the end, El Diablo, he's like, I have to protect my new family now. And it's like, you don't even know these people. You talked to one guy like one time, and that's it.
So there was a lack of dialogue in this whole movie?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then they did have the Joker show up, and they had him all over the advertisements.
Joker's in this movie.
He was there for like 5 minutes. He's like, hey, see ya.
Oh,
That was it.
That's disappointing.
Now, here's what I know about this movie. I know kind of the behind-the-scenes stuff. I've never seen this movie. It was directed by David Ayer. Is that right?
David
Yeah.
Ayer.
David Ayer. Ayer. Ayer.
Oh, okay.
What, David Butts? Did you
So,
say David Butts?
the movie he made and edited and gave to Warner Brothers is not the same movie that was released.
Oh, yeah.
Warner Brothers, the studio directors, watched the movie, and they said, I don't know if everyone's going to understand all this. Let's do a different. So they re-edited and reshot a lot of his movie. And so the movie that everyone saw is not the movie he made. It's not really his movie. So he's distanced himself from the whole project. The same thing happened to Zack Snyder with his Justice League movie. He released his movie. He gave it to Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers redid a lot of it and released their movie that was awful.
Really?
And then last year, they released his cut of the movie. And it was a completely different movie. So this isn't some made-up thing that directors made up to explain why the movie's bad. There actually are director cuts of the movie that are vastly different. So the poor guy made his version of Suicide Squad and was like, what did they do to my movie?
With that, they had a trailer with Bohemian Rhapsody in it. Everyone loved it. So guess what they did? They said, you know what? We're going to hire the people that made the trailer to do the movie now, to redo all the stuff.
So, oh no.
And so like every 5 minutes there's a song,
Oh.
and they're just trying to mix to it, and it's just for like 1 quick second to be like, oh, and then the rest of the song doesn't fit at all in the scene.
Movie trailer editors.
Yeah.
That sounds painful.
So, but here's the deal. The first 20 minutes, that lady, Amanda Weller, she was just sitting at a diner place, a fancy diner, with a guy, telling him about all these characters, giving you exposition on their background.
Okay.
The next 10 minutes, she goes to the Pentagon and convinces them to do the Suicide Squad. The next 20 minutes after that is her going to the people, bringing them back, like, hey, meet and greet, we're here, and then shows them doing stuff that you already saw them do in her exposition. And so you're like, why? You already showed me that guy is a good shot. He's good with guns. Why did you show me again? And that's an hour of content in a 2-hour movie. So it just really wasn't good. The second one, though, here's how it starts. They get an old man. They're like, hey, come on, you're joining the Suicide Squad. He's like, all right. Then they're all in a plane with all the people.
Okay.
They're talking, they're communicating. And then they showed up to the island, and they all die. It was an Indiana Jones thing. He gets chased by the giant boulder through the hallway.
Yeah.
And that had nothing to do with the rest of the movie.
It's a cold open.
Yeah. They kind of did that, but it did tie into the movie because Harley survived, and so they got to rescue her. And then they mentioned Rick Flag had another team, and they all died except for him. They didn't even show his team. So that's the suicide part
So
of
it immediately begins with the mission.
Yeah.
Okay. No hour-long wait for the mission.
And then you have all the characters. They have 5 new characters. And the first one is Bloodsport. He's a mercenary, so he is still aggressive, but he's the straight man for the group, kind of.
Okay.
So that works good. And he's kind of like, ugh, I am a bad person. I know I'm a bad person. That's why he talked to his daughter through the visitation. He's like, that's why your mother left me. That's why I'm in here. I'm a bad person. What do you want from me? And then she mentions that she's gotten in trouble for a crime. Amanda Weller said that she could help the girl get off from the sentence. And then when he goes to Weller, he's like, what are you doing? And then she's like, well, you know, your daughter in this state can be tried as an adult, and we can send her to the most dangerous prison in the country with the highest homicide rates of convicts. Sure would be ashamed if something happened to her. So basically, she's like, we're going to kill your daughter if you don't. And so he joins, and then they show the next guy. He's Peacemaker, John Cena.
John Cena, the guy who loves China.
In the movie as John Cena or the actor?
It's just John Cena who loves China in the movie
It's just John Cena's acting.
as Peacemaker.
Yeah, so Peacemaker, military guy, but he's more like more like gung ho, full of himself type of guy.
Right. He has his own show now, right?
Yeah, it's coming out January.
The John Cena show?
It is January.
Yeah, like later, like I think the 18th, they introduce Ratcatcher. She's just kind of like just a girl.
She's just a girl who catches rats.
All right.
She controls rats. She's like a Disney princess.
Okay, with rats. I like that.
You got Polka Dot Man. He shoots polka dots.
Okay, I'm
is,
in.
like-
I'm in. I'm in.
What is polka
Is it
dots
Polka
do?
Dot Man?
Do these polka dots just project themselves?
Well,
other
he's
people?
got like a. It explains later on that he's got a virus,
Okay.
but basically he's introduced and he's like really down about life. Like someone insults him and he just doesn't even. He's just like,
I'm Polka Dot Man.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, and like he does that. Like when he uses his powers, they're like, whoa. That's actually pretty useful. And he's like, I'm sorry, it's so flamboyant. I'm just, and you feel really bad for him.
Okay.
But, so he's not a soldier. And he does communicate and grow attachment to people. And that's good. And then they have King Shark. He's just a shark man.
Yeah, this is it was Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester
Plays-
Stallone is played as a
Plays
shark.
King Shark. Yeah,
Yeah. So King Shark, he eats people.
he's a shark.
Yeah. But he doesn't know it's wrong. He's got like the mentality of a child. So it's kind of just doesn't know.
I saw.
wow.
I saw the trailer for it. The lady's giving the briefing about the mission or whatever, and she's like, "Any questions?" And the shark guy lifts up his hand. He goes, "Hand." Very good. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that was his character.
But it's interesting because rather than up front give the full exposition, just kind of is like polka dot man shoots polka dots. She controls rats. He's a military guy. And then they expand upon it later on, sprinkling it out throughout the movie with them talking to each other about it.
So it's an actual movie
Yeah.
with an actual character and story.
Yeah.
You're saying it was an actual like movie, like an actual good movie.
Yeah, it was really good.
Nice.
Like it was kind of ridiculous, but that's what made it good.
It's the same director as
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah,
Yeah, they
That was
actually
a fun movie.
I like the Guardians movie.
Yeah.
they took that guy and they said, listen, we're desperate. Just do anything that you want to do. And they let him do whatever he wanted. And it was a good movie.
You just trust the director. Let the director do what he wants.
Yeah.
They did reintroduce Rick and Harley, but Harley, she was more quiet. Well, like not quiet, but like she wasn't like, your family's dead. No, she was just more friendly with people.
Cool. So what did you learn from this, Clay? Analyzing, because this is kind of a weird situation in filmmaking, like ever. Like to have a movie fail so bad, and then the studio's like, like we've dug the hole deep enough. Let's just keep going and immediately reboot it. I don't think that's ever happened
Yeah, you don't really get a redo.
that quickly.
Yeah,
I mean, 2016 and then 2020, basically
2021.
2021. How many years is that? That's like what, 5 years?
It's like, yeah, 5.
So in 5 years, they're like, okay, immediate reboot. We're trying this again, y'all. That's weird. I don't think that's ever happened before.
Yeah, I'm glad it happened. It was really good. Like, I'm saying, I want Polka Dot Man to have his own movie. Like, that's how much I liked him.
What'd you take away from that as a storyteller?
The importance of dialogue.
Dialogue's important. Have your characters talk to each
Have
other.
him talk.
The news with Josh Anderson.
The news. Idaho's Great Polar Bear Challenge is canceled because it's too cold.
Wait, what did they do in this challenge?
To describe the polar bear challenge.
Well, I just see a bunch of people in the water. It's a tradition that sees hundreds of people plunge into the freezing water at Lucky Peak on New Year's Day.
Hi everyone, welcome to Lucky Peak Polar Bear Challenge. Everyone, we got cold water here. On the new year, we're gonna jump
But the
in.
thing is, I found this out because of another headline that the website has updated it since then. But CNN, when they published the story, the article used to say ice will need to be heated because outside temperature will be too cold during Winter Classic.
Ice will need to be heated.
Ice will need to be heated.
This is
because
why
outside temp is too cold.
This is why humanity's failing. You have people writing articles that say ice will need to be heated.
But then they changed it to Winter Classic. Blues top Wild 6-4 at Target Field in Minneapolis. Officially the coldest outdoor game in league's history. Which makes much less sense because they didn't say that ice needed to be heated because it was too cold.
So what site is this?
That was CNN.
CNN?
That was CNN.
So some person writing articles at CNN. So, I mean, I lose more and more faith in these big news agencies as the days go on because I read
faith
their
is
articles.
gone. Faith is gone.
I read the articles.
They suck.
They suck. Whoever's writing them isn't very. I don't want to say that they're dumb.
Don't talk bad about
intelligent.
people.
You're stupid.
It's just I can tell that you didn't try hard at all. I can tell you put less than any.
Ouch, Isaac, that hurts.
It's bad. It's bad.
Cats caused more than 100 house fires in the past 3 years, South Korea officials say.
I believe it.
Just like just being a cat, they cause.
You know, if a cat goes too far into the wall, it bursts into flames.
Oh, I've had
Because cats do that. No, this is a cat walking doing this. Cat I'm a cat. Look at me. Oh, whoops! I knocked over that glass. Oh, look at me. I'm so. Oh, look! Oh, there's a candle. Look at me. Oh, smoke. Oh no!
Oh, fire. I'm so cold, I roll in it.
I roll
now
this-
I'm on fire. Ooh, let me tell my owners.
I'm gonna go rub your leg.
What if the guy who wrote the article is starting all the fires and blaming them on the cats?
Oh, that makes sense.
That's a twist.
That's a strategy.
He's cat blamer villain.
I'm cat blamer. I come into your house, set it on fire, and blame your cat.
Yeah.
It's the cat's problem.
They go, oh my goodness, who did this? I saw this guy. No, it was the cat. Oh, that makes sense.
Clearly, it was this cat.
Bug found in Tesla cars causes Model 3 to fart aggressively when the doors are opened. Which isn't a bug at all. That's just Elon Musk.
No, I think I saw a tweet. Somebody was like, hey, what's up with it? And he's like, hey, the fixes are coming, guys. Don't worry,
Don't worry.
I'm fixing it.
So Elon puts out a patch because Elon. I watched an interview with him.
Yeah.
Talking with the Babylon Bee guys.
And it sounds like he would totally do something like that.
Well, he was talking about, they asked him some coding questions. He sounded very competent explaining how code works and what he does. And so I can totally see Elon just one night going you know what? I'm going to push this out to all the cars real quick.
He got a little tipsy.
Fart noises when you open the door.
It's like, you know what? Because who's driving these cars are like really kind of more high up guys. Or,
Yeah.
A little bit snooty. And he's like, you know what? You calling me these names nowadays?
Bring you
don't
down
like
a couple
me?
notches.
Guess what? Farts. You pull up to your meeting, farts.
Because if you buy a Tesla, you're not just buying a Tesla. You're kind of inviting Elon into your life.
Yeah, you are. Dogecoin.
Which is kind of funny.
It's kind of really cool.
Funny. 4 beekeepers were detained in protest at Chilean capital, and all the police guys got stung. So just
Tell the bees.
Tell the bees, man.
Tell the bees.
Tell the bees before you arrest somebody.
Yeah, they need to just tell the bees that, so the bees will be like, okay, got you.
You made a grave mistake by locking us up.
Drunk Irishman breaks into Romania's parliament palace. He was looking for a bathroom.
Okay, so he breaks into Parliament.
He couldn't find one anywhere. So he breaks into Romania's parliament palace.
What's this? This is
He
Parliament.
gets all the way up to the 3rd floor.
I'm gonna go up here, find
Till
a
they
bathroom.
catch him.
He says, there was no bathroom in the
Nowhere.
foyer.
You can't catch me. I'm looking for a bathroom. Will you come at me? Go on, come at me.
It says he was charged with breaking and entry and the destruction of private property.
So he did pee on
So
their
maybe he
carpet or
knocked
something.
over some.
All right, fair.
I bet you it was like, yeah, you can pee, but you can only pee in the guest bathroom. He said,
I'm going to the master bathroom.
that's right. I want to be
Master
treated.
bedroom. Thank you for listening to another episode of Tan Pants.
We hope you enjoyed it, and we hope it brought some life into your life.
Yeah, all that
Not
life.
to say that your life isn't already full of life.
Oh man.
That came out wrong.
You are all beautiful.
Thank you to our legendary Patreons, Gil Stronculus, Naven Jr., and the Big Time.
You guys are awesome. You guys are cool. And for everyone else, see you next week.
Yeah.
Bye.